A nice, short but sweet Burn and Learn for you today. What did I do today? Let's have a look. I think I hit 30 today. I think I did, list by date. I hit 30 minutes and 40 seconds. But before I continue, let me just check my audio. How is my audio? Does everyone hear me okay? Because God knows I've had enough problems with this, and the advice, which I think is good advice, is to check before I start talking for hours. So there you go. I'll wait for people to come in and let me know what's going on. But Burn and Learn, yeah, another one. My bid to stay alive and fit long enough to enjoy my golden years with my fabulous son and my brilliant, gorgeous, wonderful wife, Jane, who accompanied me to a lovely screening last night. We screened the first 2 episodes of Mistletoe Murders, or at least Lionsgate did. And the sound is good. Thank you very much. And it was wonderful. It was just so lovely to see everyone again. I mean, oh my God, Sarah, Peter, the whole crowd. They're just, Ken, who you would know from Stargate, Ken wrote a bunch of really good Stargate episodes. You should look up his episodes. You can see what he's done. And now he's got this absolutely kind of wonderful Murder, She Wrote type series that I have the most gloriously fun part in. There's McKay elements to them, I would say. And it's just, oh my God, it's Murder, She Wrote. It's exactly that. It's fun. It's a little silly in a nice way. It's it's heartfelt. It's it's funny. It's very funny. I really enjoyed it. That was last night. So that was our date night. Poor Jane, she gets dragged to screenings for date night. We had fun. They had very nice sandwiches. Very nice sandwiches. I may have had a few too many sandwiches. As I pointed out to the rest of the cast, it's like no one's tracking how many sandwiches we eat. We can eat as many as we want, and God knows I did. Jane was big on the desserts. She went for the desserts. I went for the sandwiches, and there were these really cute little chocolate boxes with Mistletoe Murders on and stuff. They always look after us really well, and it's just such a great. I mean, it really is an amazing bunch. Hello, everybody. I'm not gonna be able to stay long today because you're going to be joining me again in 45 minutes or something, because I'm talking to my friend Eric Kulders. For a I'm with Stargate Genius chat today, which I'm really looking forward to, because Eric and I have done a couple of panels together and enjoyed each other's company at ESA for a couple of days. But I've yet to actually get to sit down and go one-on-one with him and geek out and of course get you all involved and chatting about all the amazing things he's up to. I mean, wow, yeah. I mean, he's looking at stuff I didn't even know existed. So. He's looking out at space and seeing things that I didn't even know was possible with physics. So you're gonna love that. So come and join me for that. Basically, you'll be back here wherever you're seeing this. You'll be seeing that as well. So I can't talk for too long because I really should grab some breakfast so I make sense and have a quick shower and look half decent for the geniuses. You know what I mean? Ooh, look at this lighting effects. Ooh, wow, like a Ridley Scott movie. It's like it is. Look at that. It's the little the way the light moves from the. Of course, I'm on the torture device. The torture device that I did 30 minutes on today. I'm back up to 30 minutes. I'm quite proud of myself for that, because when I started, I think 12 was an effort, and now I've slowly dragged my fatty tuna butt up to 30 minutes. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Sandwiches in a movie sounds like a date to me, doesn't it? Wholesome Vampire. That's like the best date ever. Okay, so the learn part of my Burn and Learn today, some really kind of neat stuff, actually. One was an article about the idea of of jamming in space. We're jamming. No, we're not jamming. We're jamming as in jamming the, what do you guys call it? You guys call it the global GNSS, the Global Navigation System, I believe. We are GPS here. And the idea is basically we use that for transportation and for navigation in planes and stuff, and how there's been a lot of jamming going on that they just assumed was from, potentially Russia-related issues, and this the way when they invaded Ukraine, they started just trying to disrupt as much as possible. And of course, the GPS is something that's very, very useful to take out. So we'd sort of been aware that was happening. These university nerds got into it and started going like, wait a second, we're seeing these bursts of disruption that all happen at the same time and are happening across the planet, basically, from like Canada to Ukraine to all to Russia. I mean, just that it was really messing with, okay, the sun's killing me. I'm gonna move over here with my tea. I haven't even got to coffee yet. That's how freaking run I am today. In fact, I'm not. Remind me at 10:30, because at 10:30 I've got to roll. So I've got 8 minutes. So the idea is they suddenly went, wait a second. If it's covering that much area, the only way to do that would be from space. So they've narrowed down, sort of triangulated or whatever they do, using their math ninja skills to figure out which satellites could potentially be the ones that are doing this. And they've got to figure it out because apparently, I didn't realize this, but GPS and GNSS, these positioning systems, are very, very weak signals. So they're very easy to lose in noise or any kind of, either on purpose or even accidental. Whoop, hello, drop the phone. I didn't even get it in the holder today. It's just me and you and a sweaty phone. So I thought that was really neat. Just the idea that there were satellites out there that could suddenly up their turn all of their resources to making this very short, I think it's like 5 seconds or something, bursts of high noise or interference for these GPS systems. And while it's not a huge issue and easily missed at 5 seconds, what if they can actually do that for an extended period of time? What kind of damage could that do? And how do we update these positioning systems? Because right now they only use airplanes only use one band, they only use one frequency for these things. Are we going to need to start going to multi-frequency ones? We're going to have ones that maybe are encoded to go from one frequency to another to sort of encrypt it a little. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of fascinating. I just love the idea that there's some university student out there who's discovered like a freaking jamming satellite out there. And I was like, oh my God, this is the James Bond future, which I don't really want turned against us, but always kind of excited me and got my sort of curiosity going about how these things happen and how these things are built and conceived of and programmed. And I mean, the ingenious quality of evil in the world is, let's say it's inspiring to the good as well. In that the idea of being able to use these technologies for good as well would be amazing. But yeah, I thought that was absolutely fascinating. The other one, again, weirdly hacker related again, but hacking in another world that I wouldn't have thought of, which is in the molecular biology and bioengineering side of stuff, where how there's now that AI has been sort of sicked onto biology, it's coming up with all these novel DNA DNA sequences, and basically able to create these new molecules, new factories for stuff, and new proteins and new potentially forms of toxins and poisons and stuff that can be created in the lab that would not be traced because we're not looking for them. And how do we, you can literally email and ask for a sequence of DNA. I'm gonna have to ask James about this, but you can literally just order a custom DNA sequence from a lab. They send it to you. How do we stop people from creating the one that they were talking about was ricin, which is, I had no idea, was just basically a protein that stops the ribosomes from working. I mean, that's why it's so deadly. And could you create a ricin that didn't look like ricin but behaved exactly like ricin? And could that slip under the security of they were sending ricin powder to politicians and stuff. I mean, is there a way that stuff could slip through if it had been engineered to be sort of a novel kind of ricin of some sort? But it was just amazing. So we're hacking nature, we're hacking satellites. Yesterday I was talking all about the hacking in general, the black box stuff. It's really neat. I mean, terrifying, of course, as well. If you can sort of distance yourself from the terrifying part, it's just amazing what's possible to do. In fact, I think we should schedule a James Gurney chat. I think we should do that if he's available, because I think there's a lot we can talk about. There's a lot of stuff that's worth looking into. So what's going on? I say a 50-50 chance to make it. Don't worry. Yes, a 50-50. Is jamming a GPS like a war tactic? What's the purpose? Well, this is the thing, Wholesome Vampire. They're saying that, it's worrying because it could be a wartime practice. This could be part of this sort of whole digital cyber war approach, to the future of warfare. But it also could just be an accident. Like it could just be like a test pattern or maybe it's some kind of an energy burst that's causing it, because it can be done by accident as well. But it just seems a little dodgy given what's happening in the world right now and Russia's use of jamming these signals in the past. So T-minus 3 minutes. Thank you very much, Sky. Yeah, I do. Look, I'm running away only to run back to you. So literally, I'm going to run away, and half an hour later, I'll be back talking to real geniuses as opposed to stumbling around my own words, staggeringly tired and hungry because I've done my torture for the day. Sorry, just trying to chat. I wanted to know what topic you guys were discussing. Oh, Giovanni. Just talking about the use of satellites to jam GPS, which is something that's just been discovered, and also the idea of hacking DNA sequences to create novel threats to society. Man, I wish I could have been that clear when I was saying it the first time. But there you go. That's basically it. So two topics that I didn't go into incredibly deeply, but that I've sort of scratched the surface on and now are very interested in. By the way, I have to say thank you to people, because I've got a crazy, wonderful response. I've still got to check out Discord, but I had a crazy, wonderful response to that whole idea of that, what is it? Pick and place robotic approach to organizing the trading cards. And also offers for people to talk to for I'm with Stargate Genius. You guys are amazing. Like, it's just, not only do you inspire me to think of these things, you then follow up with me as well in a way that I have a tendency not to, because I'm a little scattered, it seems. Discord. Yes, I have a Discord. I do have a Discord. Go to techbandits.org, and there is a Discord link there. There's also a link to sign up for the Email of Awesomeness, which I actually sent out today. It wasn't much of an update. Had a few fun photos, but it was basically just to let people know about this chat with Eric in a half an hour. And it's 29. I should start wrapping up. YouTube recommended this channel to me, and I'm starting to think the actor who played Rodney didn't have to stretch too far to nail that intelligence level. Well, then I fooled you, because obviously I just pretend to be genius. I am fascinated, absolutely fascinated by just about every aspect of this crazy, wonderful existence that we have. I can thank my mom and my dad for that, because they're both much the same. My mother especially is still taking courses at university. I'm going to go see her today after my I'm a Genius chat. We're going to have cozy soup and sandwiches today, and discuss the world, probably from a historical perspective, because that's what she's fascinated in. But I absolutely love this stuff. I'm not a genius. I'm literally a high school dropout. Who doesn't know anything. I am what I would proud to say I'm a lifelong learner. So I basically just muddled along, learning my own things as I go along, a little bit of everything. So, jack of all trades, master of none, but fascinated in everything. And this is my reward every day for doing this wretched exercise, as I get to chat with people who have some good takes on these things. Apologize for the question. It's very difficult to speak directly with an actor who played a live-action Stargate series. Is it? I want to know from Hewlett if he thinks a new Stargate series. Oh my God, it's great. So I literally get this question every day. I'm going to do a fact for this, frequently asked questions, because, and again, I don't mind answering it. Just to be clear, Giovanni, that's totally fine. I just worry about everyone else who has to hear it over and over again. But I don't know anything about it. I will say this. I'm working with an old Stargate writer right now on this Mistletoe Murders, which is really fun. You should definitely go check that out. I know it's not Stargate, but it's got a really fun, it's got the same kind of bantery quality to it that I really love in a Murder, She Wrote series. Oh my God, now I'm hawking series, aren't I? Oh my God. Okay, no, never mind. But do watch it. It was fun. I watched the first two episodes and I just cackled throughout the entire thing. Really enjoyed it. Jane liked it too. Yeah. So yeah, no word on a new series that I've heard of. I don't know what to tell you. I don't even know where you'd go for the right information on that, because I've not heard anything for ages. In fact, it's been very quiet about that of late. So who knows? And every so often the rumor pops up and everyone gets excited about it, including myself. But yeah, that's it. Okay, it's 10:32. I got to go. I'm so sorry I got to run, but I'm not running for long, because in half an hour I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back. I'm going to be less sweaty. I'm going to have eaten a little bit, and I will have slugged back a coffee, or we'll be slugging back coffee. And we're going to be talking to Eric about exploring the universe and the more explosive elements that he's studying, and also some really interesting Apollo historical stuff as well that he's been geeking out about. He is wonderful. He's just one of my new best nerd friends now, and just a great guy with a very smart and fun to chat to son as well. We hung out briefly in the green room waiting for our ESA chat. So, okay, I got to go. ZPM time. It's ZPM time. All right, everyone, go check out techbandits.org. There's a link there to I'm with Stargate Genius. If you click that page, you'll see all the different places that you can see or hear what's going on in half an hour. And also, there is a Patreon. So if you want to help out with that, that would be amazing too. Yeah, anything I can get would be much appreciated. I love doing this stuff, and it's just nice to have a little cash to throw around on projects and subscriptions and all that kind of stuff as they come up. And oh my God, yeah, the subscriptions are insane, because I have to for the newsletter. Okay, I got to stop. Okay, hi David, this is my first time here. You big fan. Oh, Larry White. Well, come back in 25 minutes, and we'll be doing an I'm with Genius chat. If anyone's got questions for Eric, what's the best way to do it? Maybe email me with Eric questions in the subject, and send that to davidihewlett@gmail.com, and I'll try to get to them today as well if I can. So there you go. See you later. CBC News. Really? Okay. Bye. Until we geek again, I'll say be brave, be kind, be brilliant, cheerio, and huzzah, and see you in 25 minutes. Bye. How do I stop it? I gotta go.